Yeah. Hello, good morning. Welcome to episode number 72 of Sunday Morning Coffee. I'm Sunday. Welcome to coffee. I'm very excited today, although I'm also trying to sort the lighting out again. I'm going to work. Gotta get that tree in though. I think it's okay. Maybe? It was a bit strange. I'm not sure. Good to see there's lots of you there this morning. Got lots of things to talk about in my little book. And also fiddling with the light again. That bit better. Why is it? Oh, it's because of the sun. The actual sun is out. How bizarre. Right. So it's been a very busy week. It is the last week in the run-up to the Christmas thingy. That's an annual thing. So there's been lots of Annie running around, multitasking and going, and trying to get everything all sorted in time for the shutdown. A lot of companies closed this Friday, larger ones generally, because they let the staff have holiday. Small ones, not so much. So, Blair. So yeah, trying to get lots of deadlines sorted for Friday, and then some other companies are going till Wednesday. So I will be open till Wednesday. We are shipping up till Wednesday. So any last minuties? Wednesday, still shipping. Then I'm having Christmas Eve off. And Christmas Day. And Boxing Day. And then I'll probably be back in. I don't know what day that will be though. But yes, I'm not having much time off over Christmas, but the time I'm having off will be fun. Where are we today? What is happening? Who are you? Who are you people? Why are you on my telly? 27th's a Sunday. In that case, the 28th. Or I might go in the 27th. We'll see. But yes, do not worry about any shipping delays, because I will be shipping pretty much every day that there is shipping available. I normally don't do so much between Christmas and New Year, but got all this Brexit malarkey. Oh, that's on my list. I'm actually on track. All this Brexit malarkey means I will be in over that time. Mixture of, just gonna move my cushion. Sorting out Brexit. Sorting out me personally. It's the reason it's took so long is because it's all up to me, and I've been too busy, so I haven't sorted it. Brexit, Annie's fault. Just because obviously, hopefully by that point will be some sort of news, so I can then do my scurrying and try and get everything that I can sorted for the first. I've got everything that the government, I've got all of the stuff that's been going out in emails, that is all done. So there's none of that. I've done all that I can, basically. And then I'm sure we'll get some surprises. So yeah. So I'm definitely going to be in between that Christmas and New Year and shipping things. As I've been saying, it's pretty much guaranteed that there's going to be a price rise in the new year, shipping rise. And if you want to order stuff overseas, if there's anything you're desperate for, I definitely get it in now. It's not just me scaremongering. I think there's going to be some delays and some definite shipping. I have to do it. Well, I know for a fact that in the new year, I've got to increase my shipping. Is that Royal Mail's got I think they've given us the prices already. So I missed the last price uprising, the uprising of the prices. The prices for shipping have just gone up. I think they've gone up 5 times this year. And normally it's once. So I missed one of the price rises, so I definitely have to do the next one. So where are we? See, my mum's text me. She can wait. She doesn't get priority comments, Lillian. So I was trying to not whip anyone into a frenzy. We'll still be here. We'll still be shipping. We'll still be here 2021, 2022, forever and ever and ever. But obviously there will be some disruption and a bit of a price rise, but Don't know about what yet. It's going to be a very subtle price rise across the range as well. I don't normally tell people that. I normally just put the price up a little bit now and again. But I've got over the Christmas holidays, I'll be going back through all of the basically the entire spreadsheet of all of the products, their costs, their sales, that sort of stuff, and just sort of rejigging some prices. So it might be some go up by 50p or something. Nothing's going to go too wild. Don't worry about that. So some of the older minis, bringing them a bit up to the current prices and things like that. But it's just another thing that you wouldn't notice if I didn't tell you. And again, I never tell you because you don't notice when they creep things up a bit. But again, it's all going to add, all going to stack with that New Year malarkey. So if anyone was wanting to get a load of stuff, I'd definitely get it before the new year. Moving on, he's here. Hooray, Gary has fixed his computer. Yes, he did it. It's me. Excellent. So with the Brexit coming, sorry, I don't really, it's not what you want on a Sunday, is it? Some more Brexit talk, but it's positive talk. It's practical talk. Let's see what this mum has. Nice to see you. By the way, stop fidgeting. That's a message in from my mum. I've stopped fidgeting. Fine, I'll stop. I'll be completely stationary now then. What I'm saying is bye. Yes, so obviously you can't really avoid Brexit anymore, so that's happening on 1st of January. Most people know all the stuff about it. If for some reason you don't know, we're leaving the EU. I can't imagine there being anybody in the planet that doesn't know now. So another thing I was doing this week is getting my retailers stocked up. So I sent a really nice message out to all of my retailers, just saying to them the same thing, basically. If you want to get some orders in, get those orders in. So there's at least, they've got some decent stock. If there's any sort of hiccups in the new year, they've already got the stock there. So a couple so far. I need to tomorrow check my email. I try not to check my email at the weekend. So I'll check my email on Monday and see if there's any more. But any of the retailers, basically, I've said they can have the upcoming releases because I've got stock of stuff that's not out yet. So it means that they get the stock. So when something's released in the new year, they've already got it, ready to sell, so they won't have a little delay. So that's quite nice. So I've been scurrying around, getting that, pricing up things that aren't coming out for a bit, but making sure I get that right, giving them their codes and their pricing and all that sort of thing. It's all a bit boring, but it's that behind the scenes stuff that you like. Just seeing comments, seeing the light, seeing my pligs over there. Just seeing what I've missed in your comments there. Sorry, there's a reason there. So yes, so I've got positive news. I've got my retailers all nicely stocked up. All those posts, they'll be all going out Monday and maybe a couple more on Tuesday. So they've all got nice heavy stock levels. So there will be people across the world ready to sell you some minis if there's any sort of shenanigans afoot here. Because we've got retailers all over the world. I'm going to finally get around to write that on my other list. Retailer list. I'm going to get a retailer list up on the website in the tabs across the top so that you can say if it becomes too much of an arse to order here, then you can find your own local online or in bricks and mortar shop that you can support. And I think I mentioned this last week. Sometimes people say, shall I buy direct or shall I buy from the retailers? And sometimes people go, oh, I want to buy direct. It's whatever is easiest for you. Obviously, I love you buying from me and I love you buying from the retailers. Some people are a bit strange about it because I've got the previous experience of being a retailer. So some manufacturers are a little bit like, we'll sell to retail begrudgingly and then try and make everyone not buy from the from the retail, which is, it's just very silly because the retailers are a massive foundation of getting everything out there. So yeah, just buy the things from wherever. It all helps. And obviously the more the retailers sell, the more they go, wow, this Bad Squiddo stuff's amazing. Let's stock more and more of it and turn our entire shop into a Bad Squiddo shop. I know like half the viewers are in Gothenburg, so you should definitely go buy from Martin and pester him for me as well. See, RSL Gaming. What we got there? The gift vouchers as well. Remember you can get, point me with my pen. Remember you can get the, what can you get? Gift cards. You can get the gift cards still. I know what you're thinking if you're in a position like me when you're going, oh crap, I've still got Christmas presents to get. Let's see who does next day delivery. If you're in the UK, you can still get presents from me. So is there post on Christmas Eve? I think there is. But to be safe, I'd say if you're in the UK, you can still order on Tuesday and get stuff before Christmas. Get it with the first class special delivery though. That's the way to do it, because the DPD has a day delay because I have to book it in. So yeah, you can get special delivery, get the stuff the next day. So there's that. And there's also, even if it's maybe Christmas morning, and you go, damn, I forgot a gift, you can get the digital gift card. And I've got a nice little file I send as well. So there's just the basic code I can send across, depends what you need. And also I send over a nice little card that you can either print or email yourself. So there's that. So don't forget, you can always spend money at Bad Squiddo, basically. Morning, Mitch. Morning, everyone else who's come along that I've missed there, and little comments. What we got? Oh yeah, I've been seeing people buy each other gift cards, and it's just like, so sometimes I don't know if you know that you're getting the things, and that's what I love about Christmas. That I think that surname's familiar. That address is familiar. Oh, it's a gift. It's a gift. And I know who's getting presents from Bad Squiddo. So it's really exciting. We're like, this is cool. I like taking cross with a bit cross out. Trade orders and Brexit. New releases. I can tell you about Gregor's Vet as a little interlude if you like. Yeah, do the gift cards come in digital format? Yes. Oh, yes. Here in Nottingham, I think we're still in tier 3, but it's given me a Christmas anxiety. Is this... I don't know if my screen's just mucky. Oh no, don't touch it, it's a touch screen. Seems like it's a bit frosted out by all the light, but... This is when Mum tells me off again. No, I think it's... Who knows? Who knows? Is that right? How is the Pig Lord doing? Yes, Greg News. And I've been started calling him Gregu, which is dangerous because their names are very easily replaced. So he might be Gregu now. So he's had a lot of problems. And fiddling around. It's because of the tree. I have to have the tree in there. He has got arthritis and he's an old boy on drugs. The vets have been pretty rubbish because my proper guinea pig specialist vet, it's a fact, if you have guinea pigs, they are exotic pets. If they have anything other than a slight problem, you need to go to an exotic vet. And there seems to be not many around here. The one that I use, she's on maternity leave, which has caused me lots of problems. Damn you! What about the pigs? So I finally got a recommendation for a different exotic who was way more out of town. Oh yeah, sorry, it's tea today. And the little cozy guinea pig there. And that is a mug from my brother Michael. If he's watching this, I've got the mug. This is quite a few years ago as well. Anything with guinea pigs on definitely stays around. What else? So yes, Gregor, I managed to get him to the vets. Thank you, Jade, the shield maiden Jade of Jada the subtle. That's Jada the subtle. She came and got me and the lads and took us to the vets. And I was I was super anxious, to be fair. Your screen is very soft focus. It's like, ooh, maybe it's almost like a sort of wintry thing. Yay, Jade! Yes, Jade came to the rescue. And I was a bit emotional because I was very anxious. Thank you, you saved me. So my heroine. It was basically that vignette. Thank you. I am but a mere villager. Thank you, cool shield maiden lady. So I'd gone from anxious into super chatty, I think. So I think I sort of like talked her face off all the way to the vet. So Gregor's new vet, I went in and instantly absolutely loved, and she is the best. She's called Yvette, which is fun. Yvette the vet. It's moving downhill. And she very quickly looked at his book, the Book of Greg, and said, "Whoa, that dose he's on is appalling." I was like, "Yes!" Because they gave him a really low dose. Me, do not recommend trying this at home, but also do recommend. Contacted a lot of the guinea pig gurus that I know, this weird community, and I chose to dose him differently to what the vet recommended. Which obviously, do not copy me unless you have very, very good people, not just random Facebook Huns or anything. So I was giving him way more than he was prescribed. And I told this vet, I said, "Oh, I haven't been giving him that anyway, I've given him more." And she said, "Good, that's very good." I'm like, yes. I like getting my praise from vets. My secret sideways desire to be a vet nurse. I'm like, yes, I know things, yay. And she went thoroughly over him, gave me loads of information, was just wicked and listened to me and was ace, and gave him a massive bottle of drugs, which is all I've been trying to get him from places. And she went, "Yep, here you go. If you need any more, just take it." And yeah, so the previous vet had prescribed him 0.02, and he's now on 0.6. The previous vet said 0.02 was the max they could have. So she said a pig of Greg's size can have a max of 1.6. This is twice a day as well. So this is wild. So yeah, he was barely prescribed anything. So it was a bit of a, not shock, because I know a lot about pigs. So I didn't listen so much to the last vet. But if I didn't know that, so the last vet said, "We're given this tiny amount, it's all we can do, come back in a week, and if he's not great, we're going to have to put him to sleep," sort of thing. But like, it was nowhere near that ill. But if I didn't know, if I wasn't confident enough, I'd have given him that rubbish dose. I tricked them into giving me a larger bottle and then just gave him the bigger dose. But if I'd given him what they followed their instructions, basically, I would have been back the next week and that would have been it. And this vet's going, I wouldn't even know he was 6. He's wicked. Look how healthy he is. Yeah, he's absolutely fine. He's got loads left in him, so I need to keep giving him the drugs. Like, whoa. So yeah, good job that I looked for some other opinions and things like that. So that was a bit of a shock, because I was getting a bit maudlin about it. But now he's on his proper dose. He's hobbling about way faster. I can see him. He's running about and he's happy and he's way better than he's been. So that's wicked. And I know that when that load of drugs runs out, I get some more. And he got some joint pain medicine as well. So Greg is wicked. I moved the pen around so the hay bit is more central in the room. And that's his new den, because he's normally in his little pink house, but he's been lying in the hay all the time now, which is great because it means he eats more hay, which is very good for him. And it means that where he lies, I can walk past and give him a little belly tickle every time. And he's so tame, so he doesn't freak out. He just goes, and I go, "Belly Robbie," and walk past. So he is having a wicked retirement. Morning, Graham. Morning, others. Coming along. Look at this. Look at this turnout. Don't worry, we're back on the Bad Squiddo news now. It's Bad Squiddo time. Where are we? So yes, Healthy Gregley. Cousin Greggy. New releases. So I released David on Friday. Oh, Gregor's squeaky dude. He is a squeaky dude. I released David on Friday. David, the cat warrior. He's a sort of a cat cleric, isn't he? If you've not seen him, he is a big fat cat that's in resin, and he is ace. He's, if you just check out the new release section now, if you haven't seen it, he's been really popular. I've had a little look at the sales boops over the weekend, and thank you everybody. It's been nice and busy. Yeah, selling lots of Davids and lots of other stuffs coming in. So anyone who's ordering, just so you know, they'll all be shipped out on Monday. Boom. Damn you releasing David, just had to order him already. Yes, he is so cute. And it is true, the more of you that buy him, the more release David. The more of you that buy him, the more likely I am to get onto some more of those. Not as anything massive. I just I'm a bit strange with Anthro things. I'm quite specific in what I like, and I just love him. He's just I didn't previously have much sort of desire to do that sort of thing, and then I saw him and I went, oh. So I might do some other sort of chunky animals. So suggestions welcome, but definitely up for doing some more of that. Yes. And yeah, and he's in resin because he's a big chunk, and we were discovering whether to put him in resin or metal, but resin seemed more suitable. He's got an open hand, and someone on Twitter, or no, it's on Facebook, said, "Can more of your minis have open hands?" And it's generally not something we do because it can, especially in metal, it can get a bit awkward, and it can cause the molds to tear faster as well, and it makes them less bomb-proof. So when you're playing with them and you knock, there's a chance that the weapon will fall out, and it's just a bit of a pain. So I'm not a big fan. They have got it on mounted shield maidens, so that's the exception. It's much better in resin, and it also means you can sort of bend things round into different weapons and stuff like that. But I don't think currently we've got any plans to do more of that sort of style with the normal figures. Because I like them being as bomb-proof and user-friendly as possible, so I like that one piece. But who knows? I tend to just go, let's make everything. So yes, Felicity did a poll on Twitter because she wanted to buy some shield maidens and didn't know whether to get didn't know whether to get axes or swords. So there was a very controversial poll, but axes definitely won. But the bonus is that we do axes and swords, so you can always get other ones at other points. I did look, when I looked through the sales, somebody's bought the Fireforge halberds and David the cat. So I went, I know what you're doing. That's going to look really cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's weird. I'm not a fan of drilling hands. I'm not a fan of open hands. Again, we do have some where you have to drill the hands, but it's the only solution I am happy with at the moment for spears, because those metal spears are just so much better than casted spears, and they just bend all the time. And yeah, an open hand with those spears, it ends up, because they're too thin, they end up sort of like resting there like this tiny little spear. So yeah, that's where drill hands. But I've seen a lot of people notice that on our figures where you do drill the hands, we put a little dent in, so it means your drill can get instantly on there without sliding and messing it all up. So it's a really good guide. So it's not too not as painful as it could be. I was surprised when I did mine, because I had to drill all of mine to do the shots for the photos before I had them painted. And I was chuffed because I hate drilling hands. Like, what have I created? This monster. And I went, wow, that's really easy. Good job, Bad Squiddo. Who would have known? Oh yeah, those spears are so lethal. Yeah, I like them being as sort of solid as possible, because you're always going to knock things over. And I know with me, when I knock them, I never quite glue them back together the same, or you just give up on it. So like bomb-proof minis. Cross off David on my little list there. I did some painting yesterday. And the best bit, I started and finished a tiny project in one day, which is what I need because I cannot return to projects. It has to be done. It's that instant gratification. And I do before all of this, back in the day, I was an artiste. And I much preferred working with acrylics because of the fast, get it done satisfaction than oils, where you can get oil paint, you can get such a good result, but you have to do it for so long, and my attention span and just passion for it would die during that time. So I always try and get whatever I'm working done in that session. And too many times I get to about 80% and then I stop and then they never get finished. No. But I finished them. I put some photos up. As usual, it's probably pointless me trying to show you. You can get an idea because they're painted at least. I need to figure out, because there's no way that this camera doesn't have an autofocus. So there's one witch. So you know I've been promising witches for ages. Here they are. But if you look on any of the social media, I put the pictures up yesterday. I'm really happy with them. I was doing my whole like, meh. I love the faces. The face expressions on them. Again, you can't see it here, but the faces on them are so good. One's got a real like disdain look. I like that. That's my relatable mini there. Should make that into an Annie. Another one's going, Arr. Oh, I forgot for the other one. She's got a hella cheekbone going on. She's just got here are the faces. Where are we going there? Saw them on Twitter. Yes. Yes, it was last night I finished them. I'm like, yes. Photographed them on my kitchen top. That looks like quite a good backdrop actually. I took some photos with my ghouls. So I've painted them. They're not for the box art because I'm not a pro, although I'm pretty happy with them. They're just for me. So that's why I've done them in purple. Purple and bluey skin is my undead army, which I haven't played with for ages, but I occasionally like just adding generic things. So it's more of a collection of old school sort of horror, because I like that more than the sort of very elaborate sort of what GW are doing. I'm more the very sort of Dracula, and yeah, that's classic what you'd expect. Oh no, Simon, no! You saw, oh no! And Alex, I did see someone with several Macedonian phalangites stuck to their palm, and Simon says, I saw that as well. Someone leant forward and slipped a bit. Gary says he's painting his figure mountain. Yes, you do need the David figure. And I like that maybe 70% of people who've bought him have been called David. Everyone's found a little bit of relatability in that fella. This is ace. I love it. So he's one of those little unexpecteds that's then going to be... So many of this range has been an unexpected when a sculptor's gone, aha! And then it's escalated, like the entire company. So yeah, I got all the painting done on stream yesterday with one of you. Well, on Skype. I haven't used Skype for a long time and managed to spend an hour trying to get it to work or something. But I haven't painted a mini since last September or something like that, when I painted those Gaslands minis. I did do some Shield main dwarfs, I think, at one point, but I never finished them. So this is the first bit of painting I've done in a long time. And having somebody else there, even if on the screen, was really, really useful for just me not stopping and buggering off and going, oh, I'm sort of done with it. I decided, yes, I'm not leaving until I've got these done. And he got loads done too. So I feel like I'm 10 years late to this revelation, but I can definitely recommend painting with friends on cam, because you get stuff done, you can chat crap, and it's very fun, and the time passed like crazy. I was up so late. I was well past my bedtime. Did you use contrast paints, or are you just that fast? It's not that fast. It took me... We started about 1 and finished about 10, but we had lunch and breaks and stuff in between. And the shopping, my Tesco arrived, and I realised I'd forgot to do the final checkout. So only Andy's food came. So I guess I was short, at least. Tyrannosaur, Pain of Angelique, yes. Lord Main, have you tried watching a live painting stream? I actually haven't. Obviously, I know a lot of you do, and you watch this even though it's not painting. I like being able to chat rather than just the listening, because if I'm listening, then I could listen to sort of anything. So I like the interaction. I'm just catching up there. Just catching up. My little guinea pig with a hat on. I had so I mentioned the... I'm just crossing it. So I had lots of fun painting those, and I'm really happy. And I love painting my own minis, and it's sort of because I'm constantly, telling you all how amazing the miniatures are and how fun they are to paint, but not actually doing it. It's extra affirming when I do it myself and go, wow, I'm not full of crap. These are really ace. I love the faces on these, and the fact I just sort of dripped a bit of ink on and it goes in all of the details and just brings them out immediately. So all I do is base coat everything, put some sort of ink. I used a bit of contrast on the faces because it's a nice contrast, but used it like an ink, and then I just paint some little highlighty bits in. For some reason that just took me so long, but I always have to keep going back and going, oh no, that bit there, ooh, that bit there. And it was nice to do just a little set of 3, so that's given me a little kickstart on, yeah, maybe I can do hobby again, which is ace. And I really want to do it today as well, but work. Bad Squiddo needs me. What have we got there? Doodle-doo. Yay, Pandemonium! Did a really nice painting Zoom with some mates the other week and got all my doors space coated in 2 hours. Yeah, I need to do more of this. It was really motivating. I've just not done it for too long, so that was ace and made me extra happy about Squiddo, because I'm like, yes, these models are so cool. Who makes these? Oh, I know. So these witches aren't out. They will be out some point in the new year, and by that I don't mean March or anything. They'll be out in January. So they've been mastered. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm the first person to paint these models ever. It's just so cool. So sorry, throat's getting weird. Oh no. So yeah, these and another 3 witches. So you like these, there's 3 more that are arguably even cooler. So these are 3 witches, and then there's 3 just like lovely witches, and they've got a bit more going on. They're more character sort of. I haven't quite figured out how to pack them yet. It's originally going to be 3 and 3, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. But yeah, they'll be out in January. The casters have finished for the year, and it's only the 20th. How lazy are they? They have earned their break. I'm so happy with the casters this year. Well, every year, but they have just made my year. With all this going on, they've just been so good. So yeah, they're definitely allowed to have some Christmas off. And they've been amazing. They got me everything that I demanded, basically, to the office by Friday. So it was all wrapped up, all those loose ends were all tied up, ready for the end of the year, ready to start kicking some ass in January, which really, really makes such a big difference. So just getting some of those minis mastered. I mean, say I can paint some if I want. My painters are all a bit full up at the moment, but I can just throw more at them anyway. Here's some more stuff for you to paint. And that's all. It's in my mind. That's those sort of tasks ticked off. So I am very happy with that. And I can show you one of the other things they sent me on my 8% battery phone. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun. phone is just guinea pigs, minis, guinea pigs. I forgot what I'm looking for already. What am I looking for? Blanks. When did they come? There they are. That was the little Ushanka. There they are. So rotate you. So you can't see it that detailed, but we had the great coats. Oh yeah, I'll put the light up on it as well. Yeah, come on, put the light up. Come on, little phone. There we go. I put the great coats for the Soviets. I think I showed you them last week. But we had the blanks, the greens, the blanks were made there, which is the things that a lot of the figures are going to get converted from. So they have been master cast already, which was a heck of an achievement to get that done before Christmas. So that means that Alan can work on these over that sort of holiday. I again mentioned that last week. He likes doing a bit of Christmas works. So it's not the best picture. It's just one that I sent to a mate to go, look at that. So they're all different poses of greatcoat ladies. They're in lady greatcoats, which I mentioned last week. I decided to be nice to them and let them have their own coats and not be wearing dude coats. So all the new bits and pieces are with the sculptor now, and he's just chilling over Christmas doing the odd bit and bob. And I love it knowing when stuff is churning along and I'm not. So it's all that, like, things are happening in the background, but I don't need to be doing all those things at once, which is great. Delegation. When people say, do you sculpt the minis? I think, even if I could sculpt, I don't know how people do that. Like, run the whole thing, do the sculpting, the business. It's just wild. So I think even though I did sculpt, I'd commission sculptors as well. Do you have any commission painters you recommend? I recommend all of mine, but they're all busy. So mine are all so busy that I can't get in. There's a whole bunch. There's Simon there. There's if you post in Baggy's Cave, actually, there's quite a lot of you are commission painters, and it's nice promoting you lot. There's Pandemonium in there as well, who's super good. So I'm happy for you all to do some of your own horn tooting in the comments there. I mentioned last week that if you want to buy things and send them to a painter, you can do that. Obviously, agree it with the painter first, but it means you don't have to pay to get it shipped to you and then get it shipped to the painter. You can get it shipped straight to them. Cool. Mm-hmm. So sweet. What else we got? So some of these new releases that I mentioned with the what are my jigs? What are they called? Retailers. When I said that the retailers have been getting some of the new releases before they're released, so they're ready to launch at the same time, which is something I've been trying to get together, but obviously 2020 has been a thing. It's been a bit of like, I've got some stuff, let's just release it. Let's not even bother with the schedule. Let's just release it. But I've got a lot coming out and I need to make sure it's all staggered quite nicely to actually sort the cash flow. As you can imagine, the cash flow with a small business is an absolute nightmare. And it's constantly me going, ah. So that's always why it's quite energetic. That was why I can't just go all the time. I can't cast spells. And make minis appear, as much as there is so much I would like to make. Oh yeah, a small bit of inside info, which I wasn't going to mention. I was looking at potentially buying another company, but I need to talk to them. I probably shouldn't be saying this. I was looking at buying another company. If you know, you know. But I'm sorting out a load of stuff over Christmas, and I think I'm just going to carry on putting that into some Squiddo, because we need to get real. It's been a bit of a stabilizing year, and then I think next year's got to be a bit more stabilizing and then really be strong. And it's that whole not spreading too thin sort of thing. I just got so much cool stuff. There's so much cool stuff, and I suck at keeping secrets with them. It's like, oh, I won't show them these yet, and then I'm like, hey, have you seen this? Check it out. Which is why I like doing it on these streams, because then it's fewer people see it. It's not all over the website, and it's not all over the internet. Sort of, you know, when people get excited about the thing, but too early. So then when it actually does come out, it's almost like, oh yeah, I've seen that. So that's why I don't tend to splurge things around. But I like being able to show you on here because then it's a little teaser. And you have to screenshot it to get a proper look. So yeah, and there's still stuff that you don't know about. And I'm like, oh, it's so cool. I'm taking a controlling stake in Remington Industries. I should. So I don't know where I was going with that. Cool stuff at Bad Squiddo. Yes, so the retailers have got some of the new stuffage, which is the Merchant's Caravan, the Fancy Market, and the Veg Market. Haven't actually named them yet, as you can tell. I think I've done their pricing though. So it's the stuff I've been showing off, sculpted by wonderful Bristol. So they're going to be available. Oh, and the pack mules they are. So that's 4 sets, and there'll be a deal with that as well. But there's also some traders that are being sculpted. But it depends how long I want to wait to get them and then get them cast and painted and stuff. So I was going to wait and do it all at once. And I don't know, because I want to, and then another part of me wants to just go, release them, get some money, because you've spent a fortune on them. So I'm not sure yet. So there's a chance I'll release them as a bundle, because I did want to suddenly bam everybody with it as a fully painted. But I think I'm going to do that with the terrain, and then it's a bonus if the cat traders, I've said too much, are ready in time. But they can always just be bought afterwards, just like that whole, because I tend to show you all as greens and sculpts. What I used to do was wait till there was a painted version and to give you that bam. So I might do that with these. But again, you've seen bits of them, you've seen them on the streams and stuff. But yeah, to see them as a picture all painted, and lovely Carla has been painting those up from painting nights. So I can't wait to see them because they're going to be so cool. So that is likely. I've talked myself through a load of decisions there, and I was like, maybe I'll do this or this or this. Yeah, what I'll do is when they're painted, I'll release them as a bundle and individually, and then the cat traders, they will be out assumingly in the new year with a lot of other stuff, but they're being sculpted at the moment, and they're gonna be cool. So there's all that to come. Bristol has sculpted something absolutely, I don't know. I can't tell you about it because it's way too far ahead. I can't get you excited about things like that. That's a bit later in the year. So they'll be arriving. They're on the way now, hoping they get here before Wednesday. I think they will. But yeah, Bristol just bammed a load of sculpts at me earlier in the week. And I was open-mouthed. I was genuinely open-mouthed in a good way, not in a, why? What have you made? So mixed with Bristol, we do, there's the mix of me telling him what to make and him saying, hey, Annie, I've made these. Me going, okay, we'll fit this in somehow. So some of the weirder stuff is all from the crazy mind of Bristol. And these latest ones, I was not expecting, and I was open-mouthed, just like, whoa, yeah, this is a good shock, and these are incredible. So they will be coming out at some point. I think they're ones that I'll wait till they're painted as well. Poor Carla is just, when she watches this, going, no. Oh my god, what you do know about is we've got those massive mushrooms as well. So there's just loads. I've got the goblins, the thing that's a really big secret that I'm really excited about. It's just all of that. So we've got another thing. I've got stock of the Lioness of Brittany. It's such a tease. So I've got stock of her. But I'm going to try and save her for a Kickstarter. I'm like, no, but I want to sell her. She's just there. John's painting her over Christmas. We'll see. But I want to do this little Kickstarter. I've been set on it for a little while. Really only sort of 10 figures. just as a little bit for my fantasy, and then maybe I'll do some bundles of the sort of tie-in minis, but it's mostly going to be fantasy adventurers. Again, probably about 10 of them. And yeah, that's going to be part in it, just because I miss doing Kickstarters, but I really like to do one of the little ones, the little Kickstarters, rather than a beast. There's going to be so many Soviets coming out over the start of next year too, and I want to get them straight out. I don't want to put them in a Kickstarter because I just want them in your hands. So that means I don't need to wait on if there's a big surge. I can just do some releases sort of as they're ready. And we're going to get tons sorted over the next sort of few weeks. More and more. Lots of them basically redoing, well, adding to what we've got with everything in greatcoats and Dushankers. And then it's going to be just loads of extra ones in the mixture, new troops in the mixture of the greatcoats and the standard uniform, a few more in the padded shirts, and I just want to go crazy and get them all out, and yeah, not have to do the big build up and then the long, delivery and all that. Just take them. It's so good. I love it. I still got a big stack of books. I've got to finalise some of the other briefs for Alan this afternoon as well, so it's very exciting. And then more World War II, all the World War II, all the time. And cross that out. Some of the others, we've got loads of Olympic I teased in Baggy's Cave some wizardy types, so a little branch of fantasy off that, which is going to be very good. Need more in summer uniforms, yes, so there's going to be more of those too. Spun up loads more of the parts and blanks and stuff, so Alan got a 3 kilo box of of those blanks, greatcoat blanks, and yeah, just so you can mix it up. More tank riders, because I've teased people for about 3 years by calling them tank riders pack A and never having a pack B, so I'm going to get those done. So all that, there's just loads to look forward to. When I was doing a bit of reflection, I realised how much time I'd lost whilst I was ill, and it was a lot more than I realised. And I've been releasing quite a lot, especially the resins, but I haven't had the time or energy to promote them. So it's been this huge cost of getting everything made, but I haven't been able to push them in an advertising-y sort of way. So that's another task, to start getting set up with that, get some more people on it. I think it was Pandemonium this morning mentioned that people on Facebook have been recommending Bad Squiddo quite a bit, which is amazing. And I really, of all the things you can do, apart from giving me money and buying stuff, which is wicked, doing that when people say on Facebook, does anyone know where I can get just Bad Squiddo? It's such a good way of getting the word out. It's so important. So if you see anything like that, where could I get blah? I think, does Annie do any of those? And again, not just me, any of those little companies, if you can give us little shout outs, is so huge. What do we get? Kickstarter ETA, I have no idea. None of that's very organised. Maybe February, but I'm not sure. It depends. There's a chance that Shane will get distracted and suddenly double the amount of figures, which may have happened with previous Kickstarters. So we don't know yet, which is why I'm want to release Sean. Oh, I want her to sell now, but also want to save her because she's the star of the Kickstarter. Greatcoats are fine for summer as it was carried all year round. The padded uniform was issued to wear underneath it. It was, yes. Tyrannosaur, my promotion attempts on YouTube failed. No, I'm sure they didn't fail. We should do a thing though. You've got the parcel, yes. When I posted my mounted shield main, yeah, I saw that. Carol posted a mounted shield mains around. I saw loads of people asking where they came from. Yes, yeah, it makes so much difference. And people listen to other people, which makes sense. You listen to your peers and whatnot. Whereas if it's the company saying my stuff's great, you kind of go, and what? The video's already out? Well, I need to go check that out. I was going to say put a link, but can't. But I'll have a look and I'll post on thing. So I was going to say, Carol's Shield Maidens. Yeah. When other people say this stuff's great, you generally listen and trust them. Whereas, yeah, people saying my own stuff's cool, yeah, your brain sort of filters it out a little bit. Yeah, check out Tyrannosaur. He's got a wicked channel, so go have a look. He did the super popular video on painting with hand tremors as well, so that's very recommended by me and everybody. So we've got all these Onobugaisha that are going to be out in the new year-ish, and they are amazing. I've been very busy, Mitch. Tim says, I post bad squiddy stuff on my blog. I always link back to the shop. And saw all 3 of my human readers generated some sales. The Russian bots sadly didn't buy many minis. No. But thank you. I do appreciate it. Fantasy, witches, Soviets, I've written all of that. I think that's pretty much what I've got to get through. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I'd like to do some relaxing, but there will be a chance some point. Maybe Christmas Day, which is now all anxiety. Everything's anxiety in COVID Brexit land. This is the last one before Christmas. Oh, I get you. I'm so on edge at the moment because I feel like because I'm so busy, I always want everyone to be happy and I'm trying to please everybody, but then because I'm so busy, I'll miss things and then I feel the worst. So I'm just this big ball of guilt all of the time going, I'm sorry, I've let you down, whilst just running around. So these last few days, I've totally got to get some Christmas presents that I totally didn't get, do that sort of Christmassy prep stuff. I want to paint models now, but I can't. But Christmas Eve is happening. Where are we at? All that sort of life, normal crap I've got to sort before Christmas. And also, Blair. And all the bad Squiddo. All of the stuff to get all finalised before the end of the year, including getting those trade orders out and your orders out and just getting everything all nicely tied up so I can have that sort of couple days off. That'd be lovely. So I've got my own little tasks. It's my notes to add to my to-do list. Alan by tonight, retailer list. I've just got tons and tons to do. But I'm feeling jovial. I'm up for it. It's good. I believe that is everything. I'm kind of sad to go with the last one before Christmas. Don't go. So alone. So I'll be back on Sunday. We get to share our Christmas survival stories. I'll be around on social media and stuff anyway. I'll probably try and take a bit of a break for it on the Christmas day. What's that? Oh, that's okay. But yes, so I'll be back. Have excellent Christmases. Try, have a great Christmas. Loads of people hate Christmas. That's also fine. Have whatever day you are aiming to have. If you're aiming to have an okay day, then have an okay day. That's about it, really. Don't feel pressured to have the best Christmas ever or any of that, which I don't think anyone's feeling the pressure this year. Just have a nice time and do what you want to do. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go. What am I doing next? Chores. It's always chores. Chores Sunday. So I'll have a bit of time off. Hopefully this will spur me to paint some more. Might even paint some more of my minis. But I got my ghoul collection out last night. So I kind of want to paint some more ghouls. So I'll see you all around Baggy's Cave. If you've not joined, it is on Facebook. Put Baggy's Cave into the search and it will come up. Like this content. Not all of you have. So you put check that you're subscribed because I'm nearly at 1,000. Nearly getting to 1,000. Daniel's package has arrived, which is, yes, I'm so happy about that. Do the likey, subscribey. My Facebook engagement is appalling at the moment because I had those. It's been sort of 2 months of being ill. I'm not ill anymore. I have permanent eye damage, but I'm not otherwise ill, so this is good. But all of that just knocked me back a lot, I guess. And literally did on Facebook because I wasn't posting. It's pushed all of my engagement down, so now I'm trying to climb it back up. So if you see any bad Squiddo posts, rather than shares the actual posts, if you just comment that looks cool or something like that on it, it will really help grinding to get it back up again. Probably more news. I'll probably do a newsletter around Christmassy time. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter or read it, I've put a present for you in there. So go have a look. There's a present in the newsletter. Very nice present. I was being very, very generous. It was like being drunk, but I don't drink anymore. So I just got all full of like, yeah, love you all. So I put a really cool present in there, but slightly hidden. See, that's why people have to find it rather than just be, don't want everyone getting it, do we? So thank you very much. Have an ace Christmas thing. Might do a tiny little Christmas stream with Andy, actually. I think he'll be up for that. He's being very festive, disturbingly festive. So goodbye, have a wicked Sunday. Try not to scream too much, but it's fine. Actually, you can scream. Goodbye. Bye.